Hey folks, I'm gonna have to give you informed that I have an announcement. Tomorrow I'm gonna be launch a new show called the Mega Blog. The Mega Blog is gonna be one in the afternoon. I'm hoping I can rearrange things to push the Mega Blog in some sort of weekend around in April. But right now we're gonna debut like on Tuesday. I'm going to keep it up next week, and then we hold it off to the weekend because we are going to have the Mega Blog and any time soon that we're going to need to talk about thanks to the Mega Blog, and we're going to range all of that and more. On this edition sports blog that I'm going to have to talk about is the continuation of Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's been continuing as a scoring beast. He is trying to, dominate more in the court. He did a lot of badass move, scoring from the half court to the basket that really happened in the buzzer beater towards halftime. And once he made it in, he washed over in the back of that locker room. I think Steph Curry, first of all, he has what it takes to be a true, MVP sports athlete of the NBA. He has more potential work. He has the mentality of staying focused throughout the game. But what he did was unbelievable. But very astonishing. The Warriors, right now, they got like 59 wins and 6 losses, and in some point they might get 60 plus wins this week. So maybe they can work on beating the Bulls' 96 record of the NBA. I do believe, the Warriors are definitely going to have to win the championship this year. I believe that so. I believe all of the potentiality, work, and progress. I think it was all about this situation when you noticed that there was a time you realized with Steph Curry and on and so forth being a great athlete of all time. The other thing I saw the previous week was, it was LeBron James against Kobe Bryant for the last time in the history of the NBA in Los Angeles, California, Staples Center. Apparently, since the Lakers couldn't even win the game, Kobe and LeBron engaged themselves for a turn of game of the basketball when they shook their hands. They it was a touching moment, and they were they were able to put on a great show, and I think that was the most impressive night I ever seen. Since I noticed that these guys were gonna go at it for one last time. Since they're gonna go one last time, the purpose of the NBA, I think there was the only thing that was gonna happen was that the team seems to give us a standard point Um, there was a lot of point perspectives of what's gonna happen right now. Team with the Cleveland Cavaliers, trying to work on their playoff spot, wanting to get a championship, and maybe cut some more slack. But I think they're gonna have to work each other a little bit more. On the other hand, I seen the biggest problem with the team is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder had their blowout buzzers. I don't know, but they have like 4 straight loss with fourth quarter game. They seem to want to win more, but at the very end, each game, they could not defend the basket very, very well. It was disappointing, what Oklahoma City is going to happen. I think next year will be the turning point. I don't know about free agencies. I may have to talk about that during the summertime, and the free agencies we'll be talking about. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Russell Westbrook may be optioned to elsewhere. Kevin Durant, he could go to Washington D.C. Westbrook or LeBron could opt in Los Angeles. But what's see about that in summertime? And I see the team effort. They have been troubling a lot with Oklahoma City. I think the team doesn't seem to have the potential enough to be in the playoff spot right now. I think they're jeopardizing the game, and I think they're not doing it very, very well for a long period of time. And I think it was the time to talk about this because playoffs is going to come running around the corner. We just don't know what to say. But apparently that's been shocking the most. And that's is why we talked about these things. And that's the most important thing that I want to share about is teams that it has been a little troubling during the season of the NBA. I think what happened is the Golden State Warriors is the perfect team that is in, and so is the San Antonio Spurs. And I will say this, San Antonio Spurs is indeed the biggest threat of the NBA, but I have no desire to interest with them whatsoever. But they keep going at it. They trying to be at it, and then trying to work roughly, and they're gonna try to work on against the Warriors soon. So I think they have a little trick up their sleeves. Anyways, there's this one last thing I want to talk about is the MLB spring training. MLB spring training, I have nothing much to talk about, but the season looked like it was getting about to be a turning point. We see Wallace Chapman, he's working on it. He's working on the pitching. He works in very well on the pitching. On the positive side, other things, he has what it takes to to keep practicing, and he will deal with his consequences. Have his spent 30 games suspended. I don't think I can recall a player with a slack of choices, but many of these Latino players have been a lot through trouble lately, and that's all I gotta have to say about that. They're gonna have to deal with their own consequences. I think they're gonna have to deal with that for themselves in the future. So, I don't know. Let's see how it goes. The opening day is gonna come up on April 4th. So, yeah, we're ready for this for MLB season. So, comment you guys below. See you next week, and tomorrow is a mega blog. Bye.